Good morning, aviators. Buckle up, because today we're breaking down one of the greatest, most heart-pounding training sequences ever put on film. The legendary basic fighter maneuvers dogfight from Top Gun, Maverick. This is where Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell, the ultimate Navy flying legend, goes head-to-head against 8 of the most arrogant, self-assured young pilots the Top Gun program has ever produced. Picture this: a squadron of elite graduates, Hangman, Phoenix, Rooster, Payback, Fanboy, Coyote, Bob, and the rest, all strapped into their sleek FA-18 Super Hornets, cockpits alive with glowing HUDs, beeping radars, and the hum of powerful engines. These rookies are the cream of the crop, selected for an impossible mission that demands perfection. They've got youth, cutting-edge technology, and egos that could eclipse the sun. They look at Maverick, the guy who's been pulling insane maneuvers since the 1980s, like he's yesterday's news, a fossil in leather jacket and aviators. This guy needs an ego check, Hangman sneers over the comms, his voice dripping with overconfidence. The others chuckle, thinking they're about to humiliate the old-timer right out of the sky. But Maverick, he's calm, experienced, battle-tested. He knows the truth. In a real dogfight, it's not about the plane. It's about the pilot. And today, high above the vast, unforgiving desert landscape, endless stretches of golden sand, jagged mountain ridges casting long shadows, and a relentless sun beating down, he's about to prove it by destroying every last bit of their arrogance. The rules are crystal clear. Maverick's voice cuts through the radio, steady and authoritative. Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to Basic Fighter Maneuvers. As briefed, today's exercise is dogfighting. Guns only, no missiles. We do not go below the hard deck of 5,000 feet. Working as a team, you have to shoot me down, or else I shoot back. If I shoot either one of you down, you both lose. The rookies up the stakes immediately, trash-talking and betting push-ups. Whoever gets shot down first has to do 200 push-ups. Maverick accepts coolly. You got yourself a deal, gentlemen. Fight's on. The jets scream into action, turning and burning through the crystal-clear blue sky. The desert below rushes by in a blur, a deadly reminder of how thin the line is between victory and disaster. Quick fun fact to set the stage: this entire sequence was filmed with real Navy jets and actual aerial combat maneuvers. Tom Cruise and the cast underwent rigorous training, pulling real G-forces that no CGI could replicate. It echoes the original Top Gun, but takes it to insane new heights with modern aircraft. The first round kicks off with Payback and Fanboy hunting Maverick. Inside their cockpits, sweat already forms under helmets as they scan the vast emptiness, faces tense, eyes darting across instruments. You see him? Fanboy asks, voice edged with frustration. Radars blank. Maverick's a phantom. Suddenly the lock tone pierces their ears, sharp and relentless. They brake hard left, jets yanking into tight turns. G-forces slam them back, chests compressing, arms heavy as the blood drains from their heads. Vision narrows, the world grays at the edges. The desert floor looms closer, altitude warnings starting to beep urgently. Rooster dives in to assist. I got your back. Hang in there. Hurry up. But Maverick anticipates every move. He pulls a high G climb, then dives perilously low, skimming the hard deck. The ground rushes up. Rocks, canyons, sand whipping by. Warnings blare louder. Altitude, altitude, pull up. The rookies chase desperately, grunting against the crushing forces, faces distorted in grimaces. Maverick flips the script, using the blinding sun as cover. Too late for them. Tone locks solid. That's a kill. Payback and Fanboy are humiliated, heading back defeated while the others watch in stunned silence. Back on the carrier deck, they drop for those promised push-ups, muscles screaming under the intense heat. Next up, Phoenix and Bob, joined by the ever-cocky Hangman. Phoenix is fired up, her cockpit a storm of controls and determination. Emotions run high, focus mixed with adrenaline-fueled anger. Let's take this fossil out, Hangman boasts. They engage, jets twisting violently. Hangman predictably abandons his wingman. He'll always hang you out to dry, leaving Phoenix exposed. Maverick vanishes into a cloud, then strikes from behind. Where is he? Bob yells, panic rising as warnings beep. Hard deck approaching fast again. Phoenix brakes right hard, pulling brutal G's that make her vision tunnel, body fighting blackout. The landscape below blurs into a terrifying streak. Maverick's voice taunts lightly over comms. He reverses, impossibly dropping on her tail. Tone. You're out, Phoenix. Hangman charges alone now, overconfident as ever. His cockpit shakes with each maneuver, G-forces punishing. He thinks he's got the angle, but Maverick climbs into the sun, blinding him, then drops like a predator. All right, Hangman, time to teach you a lesson. Lock-tone wails. Kill. Hangman's arrogance shatters as he joins the push-up line. Fun fact 2. Hangman's call sign and betrayal tactics mirror Viper or Jester from the original Top Gun, but here it's amped up to highlight teamwork's importance in modern naval aviation. The destruction continues relentlessly. Coyote and Payback team up aggressively next. Cockpits alive with frantic calls, "I've got tone!" But Maverick outsmarts them, diving low once more. Altitude warnings scream repeatedly, pull up, altitude!" The hard deck is a constant threat, the desert's rocky terrain flashing dangerously close. G-forces hit hard, positive crushing downward, negative inverting everything. Pilots grunt, veins bulging in necks. Maverick pops up unseen, locks both. Double kill. More frustration boils over comms. Fanboy, Omaha, Yale, Harvard, and Fritz fall in quick succession. Each round builds the tension. Jets screaming through impossible turns, cockpits rattling, pilots battling nausea and blackout from extreme Gs. The vast desert below serves as a stark backdrop, beautiful yet deadly, emphasizing how one wrong pull could end it all. Every near miss at the hard deck heightens the tension. Warnings beeping louder, pilots yelling too low as the ground rushes up. Maverick exploits every mistake, every hesitation, turning their arrogance against them. Now the true climax, Rooster versus Maverick, alone in the sky. This is loaded with emotion. Rooster's resentment toward the man who flew with his late father, Maverick's buried guilt. The others watch from below, sensing the history. They start slow, circling warily. Maverick pushes, "You see me now? Come on, let's get it over with." Rooster responds cautiously, "I can go as slow as you want, sir." The fight erupts. They dive deep, dangerously low toward the hard deck. Altitude warnings blare non-stop, piercing and urgent. Altitude, altitude, pull up, over and over. The beeps build unbearable tension. Cockpits become battlegrounds, G-forces savage, positive slamming them into seats, negative pushing blood to brains in redouts. Rooster hesitates, old wounds holding him back. Maverick doesn't. Don't think, just do. He forces the low shot, skimming the absolute edge. Rooster pulls up fractionally late, the desert filling his view terrifyingly. Maverick locks from perfect position. It's too low. That's a kill. Rooster's defeated. The personal sting hitting hardest. Maverick lands flawless. 8 rookies destroyed, 0 hits taken. The tarmac is a sea of exhausted pilots, grinding out endless push-ups, humbled and reborn. This scene masterfully builds tension till the final second. Every warning beep, every G-induced grunt, every near catastrophic dive keeps you hooked, wondering if anyone can touch the legend. Final fun fact: the hard deck rule is real Navy protocol, preventing training accidents. And compared to the original film's volleyball vibes, this sequel focuses on raw, realistic aerial combat. Another quick one. Over 800 hours of real footage was captured for these scenes. Pure authenticity. If Top Gun Maverick isn't on your watch list yet, fix that now. This dogfight alone is cinematic jet fuel. Until next time, Need for Speed.